Welcome to Messages for Starseed. This video is specifically for the month of March 2020, and the title that I downloaded for this video is called The Guardians of the Soul. I am a channeler and my name is Tiffany. I have been talking about the topics of starseeds for quite a while now. From time to time, my guides kind of kick my butt and ask me to share some messages for the collective, sometimes as an inspiration, sometimes as an affirmation. So in this video, I'm so excited to share with you guys, and this title is quite epic, isn't it? Guardians of the Soul. So stay tuned to this video to find out what are the three main messages that I've gotten from my guides, and I'm sure that if you're watching this video now, it will resonate and help you as well. For more spiritual and ascension updates, subscribe to this channel for a new video every Wednesday. The first message for this month is about shadow work or inner child work. The month of March is really about an upheaval of suppressed emotions. We are no longer at the point of spiritual ascension where we can bypass or suppress our shadows anymore. There's so much light codes that is downloading into your body and your light body, whether you're consciously aware of or not, in your day-to-day life or dream time. As lights are beaming into your body, it's like a detox process. Many of these old subconscious patterns are arising. So you might notice that sometimes you all of a sudden have these old memories that come up, and you're like, well, why did that come up? Those are clearing symptoms. Basically, your subconscious is trying to clear out these old timelines, these old energy clutter from your consciousness so that you're way more present and have a lighter vehicle to manifest your purpose and to be a servant of light. This gives you an opportunity to be in service to others and to dive into your authentic self more, so you can express yourself as your most empowered and most loving and most compassionate self towards yourself and others. So this means that there's nowhere to hide. The light is illuminating everything, and I've already noticed this pattern. I was away for the first week of March, but this week in all my sessions, it's all shadow work and it's all inner child work, and there's a lot of release. My clients are crying and they're like, what's happening with me? It's just that these suppressed emotions never had a chance to be validated. Your pain never had a chance to be seen. Your inner child never had a chance to be heard. So it's really important for us light workers to work on our shadows and connect with our inner child. In terms of inner child work, there's usually multiple layers when it comes to, let's say, healing a specific wound. For example, if you want to heal a wound of lack of self-esteem, you might have a couple layers that you need to go through for that wound to fully heal. And I'll give you a quick example. Before I started my YouTube channel, I was really afraid. I'm like, oh my God, what's people gonna think of me? So I did my shadow work and I worked on myself. And I remember a memory when my dad was criticizing my artwork. And in that memory, I had to work with my inner child 3 different times because she had 3 different emotional needs that were not met or was violated in that memory. So I had to first let her express her anger. And then the second time I went in, allow her to just be free and run around and do her artwork however she wants to be. And then the third time is I had to stand up for her and actually talk to my dad in that memory and say it's not okay to be so mean to her about her artwork. So after all 3 of those emotional needs were met, then she was happy. She was happy to integrate back into my present awareness. And so sometimes people will ask me, especially my students, oh, I don't want to go on video, and what do people judge me? When you are loving towards yourself, people will reflect that. And I'm so lucky, I'm so blessed that people have such positive comments for me in my channel. There's only been like a few times where there was some weird comments or judgmental comments, but all in all is very loving. We have a very loving spiritual community here on YouTube. So that's just one example of inner child work. The second message is even more important. So first message is about our own inner child work, our own alchemy and shadow work. Then the second part is to expand it outwards, which is grid line. So for a very long time, there's been a lot of suffering of children, especially under the influence of the dark forces. A lot of souls were tortured, they were suffering, and as light workers, I'm the type of light worker that don't like to oh, if we just ignore it, then it won't be in our reality. I think that, hey, if a child is suffering, we need to validate that. We can just turn a blind eye and say, nothing's happening, it's all love and light, you know? So this message is about coming together and in your own time doing some grid work. So for example, I did this with one of my fellow light workers in one of our sessions. We would travel to different points on Earth that needs healing. A lot of souls, especially these pure children, are trapped, and these souls are being harvested by the dark forces. And if you are powerful enough, or if you feel confident enough, you can go in, you can remove some entities, you can help these souls that are lost transition. If you're quite new to spiritual healing or channeling, you can just send love and send light to those areas of Earth. So for example, New York City, that's pretty dense. Los Angeles, there's a lot of light workers there right now working on the grid in Los Angeles. There's so many places on Earth at this time that really need us, the Starseeds, the light workers, the Earth Angels, to send love and light. The galactic forces are helping us, people in the physical realm is helping us. We can also help by sending love and light and really helping to ease that spirit of the child and release them from suffering. So that's the second message, is doing some grid work and just sending some love and light specifically to the children, to that pure essence in the collective consciousness. Number 3 is pretty standard. What I heard from them is to share awareness. Don't go into the fear state, such as the recent coronavirus outbreak. It is a propaganda, but the good news is, even though it's got a negative intention when it was released, a lot of these negative propaganda is backfiring on it to the dark forces. That's just part of ascension. And so the light forces, the gray hats and the white hats, is able to use this opportunity to do a lot of mass arrests. They are able to do a lot of underground stuff that we might not be aware of in the normal media headlines. You might have to go into alternative news resources. So it's really helping to share awareness, not necessarily to say, oh, I think this is right or this is wrong, but just to share. But to the big word here they're saying is discernment. They help me out. Discernment, just helping something is not matching right. So we need to share. We need to basically hijack our grid line back from the dark forces. They have hijacked it from us, and now it's time for the light forces to hijack it back to us. So that is of positivity, it's of light and of love. And hence the title of this video, Guardians of the Soul. You are a guardian who is here to help protect the purity of our souls and here to shine the light within your heart. I know that some days it can get hard, and I can tell that March is going to be some rough months for some of us, because 3 is about catalyzing. It's a lot of upheaval energy that's rising right now, but believe in yourself. You are strong. You are here to shine your light in your own unique way. And no matter how you're feeling right now, remember that it's always going to get better. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. There's so many free resources out there. No matter what you're struggling, there's some support for you. So from one light worker to another, sending you lots of love and light. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, send me a little comment down below, and see you in the next video. Bye!